Hi everyone, my name is Nicole and welcome back to A Thistle and Thread, or welcome if you're a new viewer here. And today is really exciting because I am filming my third, I believe, official Flosstube update video, which is amazing. It's been about, I think, 2-ish weeks since my last full update. And man, I worked on a lot of different things, a lot of different projects, and I have a couple new starts, which is really exciting and fun. And I had to hold myself back from starting a bunch more, but I kept it to a couple. Yeah, so I guess before I get into all my projects, I'll talk a little bit about what's going on this weekend for me, because I have a really fun weekend because tomorrow is my birthday. I'm gonna be 28 years old, which is like crazy to me. I can't believe I'm already 28. And I have a lot of fun plans. So today, which is Friday the March 28th, I don't know if I said that, but today or tonight is the Lindy Stitches Nash Startathon, I believe it's called, and it's my first Lindy Stitches event, so it's really exciting. I'll be participating in both of the set program agenda activities today, and then tomorrow I'll do the morning events for the event, and then after that, me and my family, we're going to Lake Placid, which is like an hour-ish away from where I live. So we're gonna be, just hanging out there, shopping, looking at like all the beautiful things that are there to see. And then Sunday, I'm going with my in-laws to a maple festival. It's called Maple Days, and it's in a nearby town to me, and it's basically like a couple weekends in March. A bunch of like the different farms and maple farms here in like the Adirondacks open their doors, and they do like really fun maple events, from like hay rides to look at all like the maple trees, and like their tapping systems, and then they do tastings, and we go to like a big pancake breakfast. It's very small town America things, but it's so super fun, and it's one of my favorite events to go to all year. We've been going for the past couple years. So I think I'm gonna try to film like a little bit of a vlog. Maybe I'll start tonight since I'm doing the Lindy Stitches event. But yeah, I would love to show you guys and take you along because it's gonna be a fun weekend. It's definitely gonna be fun. So yeah, that is that. So let's do my new starts first. So one of the projects I was super excited to start this week, and when I saw it on Etsy, I literally immediately bought it, and it is called Swamp Magic by Flossy Fox Co. And I absolutely love this pattern. It just really gets me excited for summer and spring. All the things, just like the warmer weather. I love the way that this designer makes patterns. It's very, if you're like a late 90s, early 2000s baby like me, you may remember the game Harvest Moon, and it's very much artwork style similar to that. It's so fun. So I found a pattern on their website called Swamp Magic, and I am just absolutely obsessed with it. So immediately when I saw it, I bought all the threads. I went to like my local craft store, bought everything, found a piece of linen to do it on, and here's my start. So I've been working on the little dragon, which I just thought that would be like a fun place to start, with a little like mythical creature. So the dragon's almost done. It's missing its tail and its wings and just a little few finishing details, but look at that cute little face. Oh my gosh, with its little rosy cheeks. Oh, so cute. And then I have like the first part of the chimney on the house, and then like one cloud or two clouds. I didn't do that much. This was maybe like 2 like 20-minute stitching sessions. I'm sorry, I'm a mess. I don't have a good like piece of foam board to hold everything up on, but this is just so precious, and I can't wait to do all the different animals that are in this pattern. Like, I know there's a little pond with little ducks, and I forget what else is in it. I think like there's a couple different, I don't have the pattern in front of me, but I just absolutely love it. There's like a water creature, like if you know like Vermont lore, like a champ, like a Loch Ness monster. There's one in there. Oh, it's so cute, and I cannot wait to make more progress on this. It's really fun. It gets me really into like the mood for summer. Oh, let me tell you what I'm doing this on. So I'm doing all the DMC called for floss. And do I have this? This is like a 32 count linen of some sort. I forget the actual name. I don't have the sticker on it right now. So this, I know this is a 32 count linen. And I know a lot of people, like I've seen a lot of people do like really fun Aida with these, but I really wanted like just a classic background because it's a really colorful pattern, and I want to hang this in my room. And I just think if it's a lot of color, I'm gonna do a more neutral background so it's not like as crazy up on my wall and it matches a little bit more. But it's so fun. It's so fun. It's not my typical style, but it's nostalgic, and I'm loving it. It's a really fun little pattern to dip your toes into. So I'll stick with the New Start theme of like patterns I've found on Etsy so far. And I've said in past videos that I love Disney. You can kind of tell by my lounge flies behind me, but I love it. And Beauty and the Beast is very much my favorite Disney movie. So I wanted to work on a fun Disney pattern. So when I was searching on Etsy, I found this really cute pattern collection from, I believe the shop name is called Lovely Pattern Studio, and you can get all different ones of like different princesses and like different little motifs from their movies. And since I love Beauty and the Beast, it's my favorite one, I started the Beauty and the Beast pattern. So I think it's called Belle, or they may just have it called Beauty and the Beast. But I started on the dress because I just thought that it's like basically a center star, I think. And then I thought like as I do the outline and I kind of get bored of doing fill-in, I can move to the other pieces around it. So yeah, that one's been super fun. And I'm doing this on, I think it's a 14 count Aida that I just randomly got on Amazon when I first started cross stitching, and I don't love it. I've been spoiled now with linen and like Lugana, and just like how soft the like more natural fibers can be to stitch on. And this is a little crunchy, a little plasticky for me, but I just really wanted to start this, and this was like the best fabric that I had for this right now. So I'm gonna persevere and keep doing it on my crunchy Aida because it'll still look cute. You know, I'm gonna hang this on my wall. I'm not gonna like be making it into a pillow or anything, so it's fine to use this. So yeah, that is my little center star of this pattern, and I'm really enjoying it. I think this is actually what I'm gonna work on in the Lindy Stitches event tonight, because I don't need my like magnifier glasses to see it. And for my first event, I don't really want to like show up with my like basically neurosurgeon glasses. So this will be like something super easy to kind of, you know, stitch along. I don't have to count like a ton, and I don't know, I think it'll be fun and easy to do, and I'll get some progress on it because my whip pile is like immensely growing, so I really need to focus on things that I've already started. So my last new start over the last 2 weeks has been my first Nora Corbett start, and this is Dewdrop. Oh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. I cannot wait till I keep like making progress on her. So this original called for fabric that she's on, like just this taupey color, is a 32 count golden needle linen, which I'm like, yeah, it's a nice base, but I wanted to do something more fun because the finished Noras and like Mirabilias I've seen that are on a really fun fabric, ooh, they're like mesmerizing. So I was like, I'm gonna go for something fun. So for Dewdrop, I went with a, let me read the sticker. This is a 32 count Belfast linen. Let me put it on my board. Oh, I love it. I love it. So this is like very much a, oops, like a taupey, like more natural colored linen with green modeling. It's definitely reading more green on camera than it actually is. It's just like very subtle. But I think it's gonna look so good with her, and it's gonna bring out that green color, and I just wanted something like very natural as her base. But it's still fun. I love it. So yeah, I only have a couple rows start on this. I have been using like, it's actually what this like little magnet board is. It kind of helps me keep track in the pattern of where I am. And once I start like making progress on this and I get to like actually see her come to life, oh, this is gonna be like hard to put down, I think. She's gonna be so pretty. And it's like all my favorite colors. It's blues and greens. Ugh, she's stunning. She's beautiful. She's a fancy lady. So cute. All right, so that's all my new starts. So just 3 little humble starts. None of them are like, have like a lot of progress made, but I love them nonetheless. And this is like my first time where I'm like getting a little overwhelmed by how many whips I have, but I mean, I also kind of love it. And like, especially with Nashville and like the couple things that I've purchased and kit up, I just want to start everything. But you know, I have to make progress too. I have to like finish things as well. So I need to like remind myself to keep the momentum and not just like start a million things every week and then I have like 50 whips. But you know, who cares? Who cares? You only live once. So next I'll go into my freestanding whips that I had in my other videos that you guys have seen. And I'll start off with the stitch alongs that I've been working on. So I've had, I believe it's 2 active stitch alongs right now. And I've been absolutely loving working on them for the last 2 weeks. It's been so much fun. I like was always getting FOMO seeing people do stitch alongs, and then once I finally joined them, I was like, is this gonna put like a little bit of pressure on me to start and like finish things by the certain dates? But I've actually been really loving it because it's been like helping me keep that momentum and that progress. And even though I haven't been necessarily finishing them like by their maybe like end dates for each part, it's still been so much fun to work on. So I'm going to start with the one that I've had the most progress on so far. And I showed you this in the last video. And this is the Fantastical Greenhouse Stitch Along by Tiny Modernist. And I forget how far I was in the last video of what I've done. But I finished my part 1. So I believe part 1 came out, was it February? February 1st. Yeah, probably February 1st to March 1st you had to finish part 1. So that was basically everything that's yellow over. So the unicorn, the big mushroom, and that cutie little snail. Oh my gosh, I'm absolutely loving it. So I started on part 2. So I was a little bit late to starting part 2. I think I've only been actually working on it like consistently for the last 2 weeks, and part 3 is coming out April 1st. So I've honestly made pretty good progress for only working on it for 2 weeks. I've almost finished the bottom border. I just have like a couple more like little details for this little vine, and then I have to do the coloring. So it's gonna say find your happy place is what I could assume it's gonna say. But then I've like finally finished this big mushroom and started the next one. And my favorite part of part 2 is this little gnome. I haven't done his back stitching yet. I think the back stitching is like a little tiny like smiley face, but he's so cute. And I mean, I didn't like the rule of thumb they tell you not to do. Like usually they say do the thing you're most excited for last, but nope, I jumped in him first. because he was too precious not to start. So I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. And I think it's gonna look so cool once it's done. And it's like my first really whimsy pattern that I've worked on. And it's just so cute. And I'm really working on the border too, so that kind of like entices me to keep going inside like each section. Like I technically like have to finish this little pot of flowers, and then I have like 2 more pieces, like 2 more greenhouse sections to do, which are just like filled with miscellaneous flowers. And then part 3 is going to be above, I believe the part 3 release is like above the gnome section, and I'm excited to see what's in what's like the little creature, or if there is a little creature in it. But it's so cute. I'm loving it. And like as I'm working on these little pieces, like yeah, that can be kind of annoying with the color changes, but once it's done, I just think it brings so much personality and life to it. Like, oh, it's so pretty. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. So this is my first stitch along I joined, and I'm loving it. And I think since my last video, Tiny Modernist posted that she's starting another stitch along, which is like in her Cuckoo Clock series, and it is for spring. And it's like, I forget what she calls it, but it's so whimsy and cute. And like the little like hint thing that she posted, it has a little goose. Oh my god. Anything with a goose, I'm like, sign me up immediately. But then I'm like, I'm also starting like another stitch along come April. I'm doing the Lola Crow Lola Crow Extraordinary Bird stitch along that starts, I believe it starts May something, but you have 6 weeks to do the border. So you get the border come like April 1st. So that means I'll have 3 like pretty big stitch alongs. So I think I'm gonna hold off on the Cuckoo Clock pattern for right now, but it was tempting. And maybe if I see like if she releases like another little hint for it, it may send me over the edge and I may instantly sign up, because that goose alone made me want to sign up. And if there's anything else, if there's a mouse or like a mushroom or something, I may go ring by now and get it. So we'll see. We'll see. And then my next stitch along that I worked on and that I'm absolutely loving is the Nature's Journey stitch along by Sprouting Lupine that was in the spring 2025 Just Cross Stitch magazine preview, or Just Cross Stitch magazine release, I should say. So I'll put a little picture of it here. So far spring is only released, and this has to be one of my most favorite patterns I've ever seen. And when I instantly saw it, I'm like, I am buying everything that's called for, because I want my project to look exactly like that. So I have, I'm doing this like on the called for everything, like I said. So this is Into the Veil, what is the count? 28 count Lugana from Bestitch Me. And this is the progress I've made on it so far. It's not a ton, but I am just loving it. Absolutely loving it. I'm loving the pinks. Like, oh my god. You can't even like tell that much, but the, what is it called? Like ombre, or the gradient of like the dark pink to the light pink to the white, and just like the greens that this project is using is just so much fun. I absolutely love it. The colors are just perfect. So yeah, I'm using all the called for DMCs, called for fabric, everything. So I think like there's like a little bird's nest with little blue eggs. I'm so excited to do that. I think that's the part of the spring section that I'm so excited to do the most. But like underneath this is a little butterfly, so I'll probably start working on that pretty soon. And then hopefully like working through this little stick. I don't know, because it has a good amount of flowers on it as it goes down. So I think once I get through the chunkier, bigger flowers, it's gonna just go by because everything else is pretty small in the spring section. So I don't feel rushed with this one at all because you have all of spring to do it, I believe, and spring just started. So I love it. I absolutely love this one. I love it. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. And I said this in one of my other videos. If you have Kindle Unlimited, if you have a Kindle, you can get the Just Cross Stitch magazines for free. So you can instantly download this to whatever device you read on. Like I downloaded the Kindle app to my iPad so that I could read the pattern better because my Kindle is like one of the paperwhite ones. There's no color. So yeah, I was able to get this pattern for free and it's perfect. I love it. I'm so excited for that one to progress because it is beautiful. I think it might be one of my favorite patterns that Sprouting Lupine has released so far. Dare I say, because she has so many amazing patterns, but I love that one. So the last 2 whips that I've worked on in these past 2 weeks are really fun. So I worked on the pattern from Cuore, Batticuore, which is Il mio Rifugio Segreto, or my secret refuge. It's their mountainy, alpine-y one, and I love it. It's so cute. It's like that little cow. I can't wait till I get to the cow. It's precious, and it is me in a pattern. It is perfect. So I'll show you how much progress I made. This one's in the Nora tube already, so it's stretched out. It should be a little bit easier to see. Now I should screenshot the work that I've done on it, like in the last video versus this video, but I'm not gonna have time to do that today as I'm editing it. But if you want to see like each week my actual progress on my whips and my new starts, go to my Instagram at Thistle and Thread, because every like Sunday or Monday I'm gonna post like my weekly whip review and like all the new starts that I had for each week, so you can see like a more like weekly progression of each thing. But I think I'm gonna keep like my actual floss tubes to like every 2 weeks, because I might not get like a lot of work done in a week for a video. So I think since my last like full update, I've filled in the sign. So I added all the cutie mushrooms and the trees and like the little greenery to the bottom. And I know I had the motifs on here, but I did add the leaves. Did I have the blue flowers? I don't remember. But I have almost the whole wreath done. I just had to fill in the flowers. I started working on the acorns, and they're green acorns, I believe, in the pattern. Yeah, they're green. I don't know if I love them being green. I may just make, it might add some color. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I make them green. But yeah, I started the little top on the acorns. I started doing a little bit more with the words. And I might have filled in the sock or the stocking a little bit more. But I've been enjoying working on this because I did this on the called for. This is a 32 count Belfast Zweigert linen. So it's very easy to see. 32 count for me. It's not as, I don't have to like pay as much attention. Because the holes on it are just a little bit bigger. So if I need like a palette cleanser in between projects, this is the one I usually go towards, because it's also I'm just doing like little small motifs at a time or words. So it's pretty motivating to do. So I've been really enjoying doing this one. And I said in the last video, but I'm still not sure if I'm going to fill in the sign. It's supposed to be filled in with like a lighter brown color. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I might just keep it how it is. I'm a little lazy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I fill it in or should I just keep it as it is? It's a hard choice. But I'm loving working on this. I really like the style of Cuore, Cuore's patterns. She has a lot of really cute ones with gnomes and like really fun places. And I bought a lot of her patterns. I got some on 123 Stitch, and then one directly from her Etsy, a couple of them. So I know when come summertime, I'm going to be starting a bunch of them because I have a lot of like spring, summer inspired ones, but this was the one I wanted to do for winter. It's the Alpine one. So that's the work I've been doing on that. And then my last whip progress that I've been doing is on a cutie little animal cracker by Stacey Nash, and that's Maggie May. Oh, I love this. I've been seeing so many people on Instagram post their finishes of Maggie May or like just them starting her, and I'm assuming it's because of Easter time because she's a cutie little bunny. But I recently started her because I think I might have said this in my last video too. I know I've said this on my Instagram, but my grandmother who passed away like a year-ish ago, who I was very, very close with, her dog's name is Maggie May. So this pattern just makes me think of my grandma. And I actually went to her house for the last time, it was like 2-ish weeks ago. So I started this kind of to commemorate that and to commemorate my grandma. So I did a good amount of progress on her. Let me show you. So I think last time I only had like the ears. She could hear. Well now, honey, she can see and she can taste because I got her cutie little, and she can smell because I have her cutie little button nose too. Oh, I love her. Sorry, all these like miscellaneous threads. Let me move them. So I started half her sweater and I did almost the whole thing, and then I noticed I'm like one off somewhere here, and that kind of like threw the pocket and this off. So I'm like, do I want to pick this out? Do I want to frog it? Not really. Because I would basically have to, I think, frog this whole side. So before I do that, I'm gonna do the other half of this sweater and see how it compares to this side and see if I can just like push these stitches over one so that there'll be like a space of 2 like there should be, but we'll see. I'm trying to get used to not having things be perfect because, you know, that's like the reason that's like the special thing about something being handmade is that it's not perfect. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna leave it for right now and then see how it compares to the other side. And I think I can make it work because I don't want to pick out all this fancy floss. And I already did her cute little hand, and I'm running out of this. I believe it's charcoal by Weeks Dye Works. I'm running out of it a little bit, so I don't want to waste any. So even though I know I will have enough because the only other time I use this charcoal color is for other hand and then her cutie little feet and then finishing this. So it will be enough, but I don't want to waste. I don't want to waste, but she is just so cute. I love her little nose. I love her face. I've seen so many fun color conversions of her, but I'm keeping it called for. And I'm so excited to do her cute little feet. She's so cute. She is so cute, and it just every time I look at her, it makes me think of my grandma. So I love it. It's a nice piece for her, and I know my grandma would love it too. And I like one of my goals for this year is to fill a little dough bowl of all my little cutie smalls. And I said this before as well in my video on Stacey Nash's Instagram, really cute like stand-up trays of the animal crackers. And I just cannot wait to, you know, do more and just like assemble my little animal cracker army because they're just so precious. And I did purchase another animal cracker, and I'm gonna have a haul video coming, so I'll keep it a little surprise, but I do want to finish Maggie May before I start another one because I need to, that'll keep my momentum going. And what else was I gonna say about animal crackers? Oh yeah, I saw someone post, and I've never seen this animal cracker before, but I forget its name. It's like Henny something. It's a little chicken. I'll post a picture right here. I believe it was a retreat exclusive for something, but and I'll post to the Instagram who posted it as well. But it is a cute chicken, and I need it. I really hope Stacey Nash releases it because it is. I need it, and I just need it as part of my stash because it is precious. And I think it might be like, I don't know if she has another chicken in the series. I think she might. But I think, is Henrietta a chicken? I don't know. I can't remember, but I think it's my favorite chicken of the series that I've seen. So I need it. If any of you guys have it and are willing to sell it, comment down below or message me on Instagram because she's precious and I need her. So I think that was all my whips and new starts. Let me count and see how many I had because there was quite a few. Okay, so I believe I worked on 4 of my current whips I already had going since the last video, and then I had 3 new starts. So that's 7 projects that I've worked on in these last 2 weeks. So that's really good. I'm happy about that. Thinking, I mean, I don't really like to set like hard set goals for myself for like each week, but I definitely want to work on Maggie May more. I would love to like figure out what I'm doing with this sweater because I think she's honestly a quick start because she's a lot of fill-in, which yes, you can get burnt out on the fill-in, but it's easy for watching TV. So I definitely want to work on her. She's calling me. And definitely my Flossy Fox shop. Start the Swamp Magic one. Want to make some progress on that. And of course the Stitch Alongs part 3 is coming out for the Fantastical Greenhouse series. So I would like to, you know, keep moving with part 2 and get that done within the next 2 weeks so that I could start part 3. And I do also have some, I guess, like more like new start plans. Like I said, the Extraordinary Bird Stitch Along by Lulu Crow is releasing soon, and I'm gonna be starting that. I have everything already set for it, and I'll show that in my haul video that I'm gonna be posting soon. So it's my first Lolo Crow stitch along, and I'm so excited because I had so much FOMO with the what is it, like the Deadly Aquarium one that she did. I think that's been my favorite one I've seen so far. The Haunted Library one was cool. It was like very Haunted Mansion vibes, but the Deadly Aquarium one has been like definitely on my radar, so I'm really excited for the Extraordinary Birds one and the clues that she's been posting on her Instagram of like the little owl. And I think there's like some sort of like a duck type bird also that she posted too, but the owl is what like really sold me. So I'm very excited to start that. And I have a couple other new starts that I know I'm gonna just end up doing from what I've accumulated in like my Nashville / birthday haul. So I'll show you that in the haul video. So it's gonna be a good size haul. So get excited for that. But yeah, that's everything I've worked on. And I do have one crochet finished object to share with you, which I did post on my Instagram. But I finished my Disney Parks blanket. It's so bittersweet. I can't believe I finished it. I've been working on this project for basically a year. I started it April of 2024 and I finished it like mid-March, so almost a whole entire year. And this is, I guess I'll explain what it is again. I was part of the Fangirl Fibers Disney Parks monthly subscription, and each month we got a yarn inspired by something in the Disney parks, which I love Disney. I got married in Disney, so I wanted to have this as like a keepsake memento blanket to kind of commemorate the year I got married, but also just like commemorate a place I love. So Let me stand up and see if I can show you the whole blanket. I mean, I'm really short, so it's gonna be hard to show you the whole entire thing, but it's pretty big. It's big for like a short 5'1" girl. But I love it. I love it. It's so cute. I guess I'll just go through the yarns again. But we have Little Mermaid. And we have Star Tours. Carousel of Progress. People Mover. Kilimanjaro Safari. Teacups. Spaceship Earth. What was this one? I always forget. Oh, Buzz Lightyear. The little green specks always give it away for me. Backside of the Water. It's Jungle Cruise inspired. This is, I believe it's called Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, which is a Disneyland California ride, which I've never been to, but it's one of like the iconic rides. And I think this is honestly like my favorite yarn in the whole blanket too. Like I love the reds and the greens. We have Figment. And then the last yarn was Wishes, which was inspired by the fireworks show in Magic Kingdom. So it's a nice little end to the blanket. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so cozy. And I mostly, as I was crocheting, and I mostly crocheted the ends in as I went, but I did have to do it for like the first couple colors. But I love it, and I'm so happy it's done. And I'm about to start my new Disney blanket from, because I joined another Disney subscription from Bumblebee Acres Farm, which I showed you. I showed it in my haul video. I got my first skein of yarn for that, so I'm going to be doing another year-long blanket. This was in a DK weight, so not as thick, but my new blanket is a worsted weight, so it's going to be a little bit thicker, a little bit warmer, and I haven't like fully decided what blanket I'm going to be making, like what pattern I'm doing. So I would like to do that because I've been a little bit more inspired to crochet and maybe even start knitting. We'll see because cross stitch has been like taking over my life. I've been like very obsessed with it, and my fiber art stuff has been more on the wayside, but we'll see what I get up to for the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the fun things that I've got my hands on these last couple weeks. And before I go, I wanted to talk about the couple channels that I've been watching a ton in the last 2 weeks, and I wrote them down on my iPad so I wouldn't forget because I've just been absolutely obsessed with them. And the first Flosstube channel I want to mention today, which I'm sure you guys already watch a ton, is the Thread Gremlins. Oh my gosh, I'm like hiving. I'm getting bug bites. Why are there bugs? It's still like very cold outside. Okay, back to it. So the Thread Gremlins, I love them. Oh my gosh, it's Caroline, Elizabeth, and Amy. They are so funny. I love their banter so much. They just recently had their 1-year Flosstube anniversary. That's how I found them, is people were like saying happy anniversary to them, and I was like, who are they? I need to know them. And I was obsessed. I'm starting back over from their first video, so I think I'm on like video 14 right now, and they are just hilarious. I love to just see like really close friends go back and forth talking about things they love, and they are just so funny. I love them. And the next channel that I've been absolutely obsessed with is Maggie from Homemade on the Ridge. And I've been watching her videos since she started, and I just think she is like Martha Stewart. Really, honestly, she has such an eye and creativity for things, specifically finishing cross stitch projects, I think she probably has just as much fun finishing as she does stitching, because she just is so creative, and I wish I had that creative eye. She does a lot of like woodworking finishes, which her thing with her projects. And like specifically, I love her monsters house. I forget the actual name of the pattern, but I have to get it and finish it like she did. I need to like become proficient with a jigsaw. I think that's what it's called. And honestly, by me being proficient, I mean make my husband do it, because I do not trust myself doing that. But I love the way she finished her like monsters house cross stitch project, and also her Halloween rules by Lizzie Kate project. She made it into like a banner instead of like a framed full piece. Oh, it's stunning. It's stunning. I wish I could like look at something and be like, this is how I'm finishing it. Maybe one day I'll develop that sense of creativity, but she is just amazing, and her Instagram's amazing. She does like a lot of really beautiful like home decor style things, like her Easter table that she posted is amazing, and she does baking, and that's why she's Martha Stewart, and I love her. So go check her out. Her YouTube is Homemade on the Ridge, but her Instagram is home.on.the.ridge, I believe. I'll post it right here. So go check her out on both platforms. And then lastly, another channel I've been watching a ton is Cardamom Pins. I believe I found her Instagram first, and then I found her Flosstube through that. But she is just such a fun energy and fun spirit. I love listening to her talk about her heritage and her culture. And she does a lot of modern folk embroidery patterns, and I've been getting so into it since watching her videos and looking at like the history of cross stitch and like antique reproductions of these like beautiful patterns, and like connecting with the history of it. And it's been making me like research cross stitch patterns from like regions where I'm from. So my family's from Palermo, Italy. And I was like, ooh, does Italians do cross stitch stuff like that? So I've been really just into that and connecting more with my history from that. So thank you, Carmen from Cardamom Pins, for inspiring me. And I love your videos. Keep making them because you're so cute and sweet. So yeah, so that is all I have today, I think. So yeah, thank you so much for being here with me today. And I think I need to like stop this video now and like take a Benadryl because I'm like really itchy and like hiving. Typical chaotic fashion. So I guess I'll do the YouTube spiel. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed spending time with me today, and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys are working on. I want to know, like, what are your current whips? Are you going to the Lindy Stitches event? What are you working on? Really, whatever. Tell me whatever you want in the comments. I love to hear it. And follow me on Instagram. I've been really enjoying posting on there. My Instagram's at Thistle and Thread with 2 D's at the end of thread. So thank you guys so much for being here with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.